What's up, vegans and vegetarians? I want to talk to you guys about the environment, right? And what your habit is doing to the environment. Now, I want you guys to realize something. When you plant shit, right? Let's say you're planting corn. Do you understand how much space it takes to plant corn? Now, if you were to Google something like the rubber trees, right? You see an entire forest of just one damn tree, right? If you see what's happening to the Amazon rainforest over, I believe it's soy, like they're growing like soy, some shit. Something, they're making oil out of some, they're basically chopping down the entire rainforest and planting one fucking tree. And what that does is you're not allowed to have any other living things there. You can't have animals running there. You can't have bugs on these fucking plants. You understand? Like, they're actually destroying entire rainforests so that they can feed your stupid habits. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys think like, oh, you know, at least for the ones that think that, oh, if I go vegan or if I go vegetarian, that, you know, oh, I'll be saving the animals. No, you're actually killing wild animals. And I'm talking about every type of animal. An entire ecosystem goes to the trash. You understand what I'm saying? At least when we farm domesticated animals. Animals we domesticated for strictly the purpose of farming and eating. Right? These animals were bred for this. We've been doing this for fucking generations. And it's not like that they do it the best. You know, I'm not happy with how they run that shit. Like, if I ran it, it would be run in a completely different way. There's a whole bunch of sadistic shit when it comes to that. If you guys want to know the sadistic nature of, if you want to see one thing that'll make you go vegetarian or vegan, watch a documentary called Speciesism or Earthlings. I'm sorry, it's called Earthlings. Watch that documentary, man. It'll fucking, if that doesn't turn you vegan, I don't know what will. But the sad part is that on the vegan side of the fence or the vegetarian side of the fence, it's equally, if not even more horrific, because an entire ecosystem goes to the trash. You have to understand, when we plant something, we plant one fucking crop. And that's it. For miles and miles and miles. It's fucking ridiculous. It's fucking crazy. It's psychotic. That's how... It's shameful. It's shameful. And for all you religious people out there, right? Like, I want you guys to take into consideration, squirrel. Come on, squirrel, go. See, I care about animals. I don't want to run the little fucker over. You know what I'm saying? So for all you religious people out there, you remember, if you open like the first 2 pages of the Bible, where God gives the humans dominion over all other life, and it says, replenish the earth, okay? Multiply, subdue, replenish, okay? So you guys got everything down except the fucking replenish part. You guys subdued it. Yeah, you multiplied. But you didn't replenish the planet. Replenishing means taking care of the fucking ecosystems. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's only one Amazon rainforest. Let's not fuck it up now. Right? We already fucking killed the reef. Right? We already killed all the reefs. Like, they've been bleached over. You know what I'm saying? So I want you guys to take into consider all that shit. At the end of the day, if you want to look at the only people that are actually morally sound when it comes to nature are actually tree huggers. You know what I'm saying? As funny as that sounds, they're the most aware about fucking thing, about the planet, man. They actually going like, nah, I'm gonna fucking chain myself to the tree so you guys don't cut this 3,000-year-old tree down that's wider than your house. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're the only motherfuckers that can walk around with their chin up high. But even they have to eat food. So we have to eat, right? So we have to figure out a balance between what do we separate from where do we locate shit? Why do we locate them there? Right? Like, why do we grow certain crops in certain places? Like, you can't just grow crop in the middle. Like, hey, you know what? There's a rainforest. Let's go cut it down and grow some crop. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man. We should have, like, designated places. We already fucking bring water from God knows where. You know what I'm saying? So we could feed it, like, give it... I don't know, man. I think you guys get what I'm saying. It just... That whole fucking thing is so ridiculous, man. Our entire system is so fucked up, it's unbelievable. Like, I live in LA, right? Like, we have an entire infrastructure underneath LA, for example, right? But none of our water is filtered. Like, water goes into the LA River, and it doesn't matter if you got fucking oil, you got all kinds of fucking heavy metals and chemicals and all kinds of crazy shit. It goes straight into the ocean. Zero filtration. No fucks given. You know what I'm saying? Like, meanwhile, all our fucking fresh water and all the lakes and the dams and shit, they're running fucking dry, while we're like just pumping rainwater and then all this shit. Like, people are growing grass in LA. What a fucking stupid thing. Like, why would you put grass in LA? It gets like 100 degrees in this motherfucker. Grass doesn't grow here. It's a subtropical fucking place, man, LA. It's not a desert. It's subtropical. Subtropical means, like, we have plants, but we don't have fucking grass. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit grows here. Like our mountains, right? That's why our mountains keep on catching on fire. Because it's supposed to catch on fire every 3 to 4 years. We just wet it, like, keep it moist enough so it doesn't catch on fire every 3 to 4 years. But every 10 years, it's like a fucking blaze. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I think this whole thing needs to be reconstructed A to Z, in my opinion. Solo YOLO BOLO. I'd love to hear your opinions. Peace.